have you ever found yourself in this particular situation, where the friend of your friend or your friend's friends, where you feel like you like your friends? For example, we all have friends, they have their friends who has their friends. For example, I have my friend, but apart from having this particular friend, I have other friends. She or he has other friends. But you find that because maybe, and then it will be weird if I have other friends, and if you're my friend, I believe you should know about my other friends. So you get that we normally introduce our friends to other friends. So, and sometimes you get to meet the other friends of your friend, and you're like, eh, so you just, as in, you keep quiet because you cannot handle their personality, you cannot handle the way they're behaving, because they are, sometimes they're just weird, sometimes they're too picky, and maybe you just feel some type of way about this particular friend and the friend of your friend. So, and each and every time your friend is like, oh, let's go to, maybe you're going shopping to Kiko, let's go to Kiko, you're like excited, and then she's like, by the way, I'm bringing so and so, and this particular so and so is going to be brought on board. You city, you hate them, it's, you don't hate them, but you don't vibe, you don't click, or you don't match, like you don't match that well. So you are caught in between. You don't know to say no, and then if you say no, you'll be bringing up this drama. You are okay with going, in fact you're excited about going the first time, now you're saying no, and then you have to tell your friend you don't like their friends. Why don't you like their friends? So you don't know what to do. Do you say no, or do you just go? And then you go, but you feel if you're going to go there, you're going to go with your own negative vibes, and then you're going to like almost spoil the whole thing, or you'll have to pretend you're having fun in the entire process, but oh, you are so far from having fun. So this particular type of a situation, because I remember there was a day, I was still in college then, so I had this particular friend. So when I say girlfriend, I'm not gay, I'm just saying a friend who is a girl. So there was this friend of mine who is a girl, so we were, she's cool, she's humble. You cannot tell she has lived the posh life, because she's very cool, but they're very down to earth, very humble. So you talk, you need meaning, and then she's like, oh, let's go, we were going, I don't know, for lunch somewhere. And then kumbe we were going to meet for a friend, but I didn't know. Along the way, when we were like three steps before we reached there, she's like, oh, by the way, a friend of mine is coming, so and so and so. I was like, oh, okay, there's no problem. Then when this friend comes in, this, I have never seen a guy with such attitude. Yani, the guy basically dismissed me. Like, the guy did, he just said hi to the friend, bas, no hi, no nothing. What? Hey, so me, I just texted my friend. I told her, me, I'm gone. Tupatane baadaye. She was texting, no, don't go, just wait. So the girl had to cancel. She just told the friend, okay, we were going somewhere, but there was nowhere we were going. And then I was like, hey, this particular friend of yours. And then she was like, she understood because she knows his personality. The friend was a he. So I'm asking, in such, at least for me, that was just a one-time occasion. So it was easy for me to back out and say, I'm done, I'm going. I don't like the vibe here, so the vibes here, so me, I'm lefting. So for me, it was easy because it is just a one-time thing. But imagine if if you have a best friend, if your best friend has other friends who are very, very close to her, like just like you and her, or you and him, you have come from far, the same thing she or he can say about the other friends. But when you meet these other friends, there's just a way, you cannot be in the same environment. There is a certain way. If you're there, you have to pretend like you're having a good time, but in the real sense, you're not having a good time. And if you want to say no, and then you're like, so if you're saying no, what's wrong with you? You're a Christian, you're supposed to be loving everybody, what's wrong with you? But honestly, we don't just vibe with everyone. Born again or not, I may not hate you, because I can, by the grace, someone may do something that may inspire hate, but you encourage yourself through the word of God not to hate. But there are people you don't just vibe with, you don't click to. Like, you are just cordial, you're like, oh yes, Evo, hi, nice time, good night, good morning, but that's just it, there is to it. You're not like, like cool, like you go out, you hang, you meet for lunch, break breakfast, brunch, and all that stuff. No, you are not like that. Apart from highs and buys, there is nothing more, that type of a friendship. You don't hate them, they're just people you don't vibe with. But these people you don't vibe with, they happen to be the closest, one of the closest friend to your friend. So how do you handle such a situation? What do you do at such a time? Do you go ahead and just tell your friend, me, if you're meeting them, I'm done? Or do you just come up with ways? Do you just stay silent and suffer all the time? And if she or he, this particular friend of yours, like hanging around with them as much as they like hanging around with you, what do you do? Do you have to be in the same space with them? Or can you be open and tell your friend, by the way, I understand they're your closest friend, but for me, I just don't vibe with them. And for me, I think the latter option is better, because your friends, like I have a best friend, my best friend's friend, they don't necessarily have to be my very closest friend. Maybe they vibe with her because if or two, they just because she likes somebody, it does not mean I automatically have to like her or them. Chances are, because maybe of the closeness of the friendship that we have developed, and maybe because of having almost similar personalities, or even if it is different personalities, but chances are there are people you will all like, right? But there are people, especially friends, in both ways. So we have two best friends. So this particular friendship, you may not necessarily like them, and then this particular friendship, you may not. These friends on this other side, you don't really necessarily have to like them. You may not hate them, but maybe you may not understand them. You may not understand why do they behave the way they behave. Why do they do the things they do? You don't have to like them. You don't have to be forced to be in the same environment with them every other single time. Maybe there's a time for you to come together if it's her birthday, her party, her graduation, functions that require both of you to be in the same setting. But I don't have to be very close. I don't have to be close friends with my friends, with my best friend's friends. I don't have to be, because I'm a different person from my best friend. There are things she likes I don't like, there are things I like she does not like. So I think that can be a very good, a good way of handling your friend's friend. Because I've met people who are like, hey, you're like, so hi. So because you know that these two are very close friends or they're best friends, and you're like, hi, I don't see you with Nani nowadays. You're like, nowadays Nani is hanging with so and so, and Mimi, I'm feeling ish in a way. So I think, Ama, you find a friend is complaining about other people's friends. Someone is, can I talk to you? Sure. My friend nowadays, she has this friends who are behaving this way. I don't know. I don't know if I should tell her or not. I think it is good to tell her. If you're my friend, I think it is good for you to come and tell me. I understand that you have other types of friends that you may like, but personally for me, we don't necessarily vibe. I have nothing against them, or maybe I have things against them that don't bother me, because maybe my friends can have some flaw which don't really prick me that much, but they might prick my other friend, my best friend. So I think it is good to have that open conversation and tell your friend, I acknowledge that you have other friends, and I acknowledge that you may want us to be there, or you may want us to like connect and all that particular type of thing, but I don't necessarily vibe with them, or they are not my energy. I don't mean you should stop being friends with them. I understand the space and I respect your friendship, so you can continue being friends with them. I have no problem, which will not affect our friendship. And I may not necessarily go everywhere with you. And as a friend who is receiving that, I should not feel shocked. It is very weird for me to assume or to want, or maybe it is just a dream or a desire that we want. We all wish that our friends, all our friends will like, they will like sync, but not all our friends sync. Some friends will sync, some friends will clash. But if you find that there are friends that you have that are clashing, or if my friends are clashing with my best friend, I don't necessarily have to force them to be in the same environment. It is okay for them to only come together when it is necessary. And there's hello kids. So yeah, even if you think it's wasting your time, no. If my best friend is not comfortable with my other friends, it is okay. She's not evil, she's not bad. I can always meet with these other friends and do something they are good at. And my best friend meet with her, there's a reason she is my best friend. So meet with her for something else, and there is a reason why she is my best friend or she is your best friend. But just because a particular person is your best friend, it does not mean they will speak to you. They want to give you advice. They want to give you advice on prayers. They want to give you advice on Bible study. They want to give you advice on, relationships. You might find somebody else, another friend, you can connect better with another friend when it comes to relationship compared to your best friend, or you can connect matters, prayer and Bible study better compared to your best friend, and which is okay, because at the end of the day, we are different people, and then is a person, I have different strengths and different weaknesses compared to someone else. So what you cannot get from me and get from another person, it's okay. So basically, the best way to deal with your friends is just accept their different, unique personalities. Accept them for who they are, and we have to know and realize they don't have to like each other. We don't have to all be in the same setting. It's in my friend, and me my friend, my friend and her friends, or me, my friend and my other friends, your friends. We don't all have to be in the same setting. It is okay. Like the Catherine says, it is okay to go, if you can, to go to a friend to go to for Bible study, to go to a friend to go to for having a good time. You can just have different friends, and you don't have to bring all these different friends in one sitting. Sasa because they are my friends and I have another friend, so they have to like each other. No, in most cases, they may not even like each other. They may find each other boring. They may connect with you, but they may find each other boring. So once, if your friends and your friends' friends, if my friend's friend and I vibe, good for my friend. If my friends and my best friend, if they vibe, I hope you see, I have a best friend and then I have other friends, yeah, and they don't know each other. They are not that friends. They are only meeting for my sake. I am the common factor. If they come together and they like each other, good for me, such a blessing. But if they don't, I don't have to force them to like one another. You don't have to force yourself to like your friends. If you don't like them, you don't, okay, by like them, if you don't vibe with them, just reach out to your friend, explain to her or him, this is what I'm even naive, this is how I'm feeling, this is it, and I respect your friendship with them. I will not come in between them. It will not affect our friendship, and that's just it. We can continue meeting, but separately from them, because at the end of the day, it is not a must for you to like your friend's friend and for them to like you, because you're different people. And by not liking, I mean not vibing, not making that connection, not syncing, being in sync. And we should all be open to know we will always have other friends apart from our best friends, and these other friends don't have to like our best friends, or don't like to have like our other friends. And it is okay to go out there, have as many friends as you can that speak to you and you speak to them. So I believe that is how you deal with your friends. Just know you don't have to like your friends. You don't have to be in sync. You don't have to be like shh the way umepatana na your bestie in the same way you're going to sync with them, And then another thing is, you should also recognize that your best friend will have other friends, so that if they are meeting other friends, you're not there wondering, why is she talking to other people? No, just because you're somebody's best friend, it does not mean you're the only friend. They have other friends, so they have the right to interact with other people. So my friend is not supposed to just be my friend alone. Of course, she'll be friends to other people, and once we respect that, just because we are each other best friend, it does not mean we are the only friend in each other's life. No, we will have other separate friends who don't have to like each other. It's only that we are each other best friend. That's it. But we have different friends apart from the common friendships that we have, and it is okay if these other friends don't like each other. I mean, they don't vibe, they don't in sync, and we don't have to force them to be to like each other and to be together always in one setting. It is not a must. If they do, good for you, we are happy for you. If they don't, that's just how life is. Respect other friendships that your friends have, respect their friendships, and understand, just because you're their best friend, it does not mean you'll be the one to speak into their life in everything. You might speak to them financially, datingly, vitu kama hizo, but maybe spiritually or in other aspects, they have other people whom they connect better to, which is not wrong, which does not make you less of a friend. It simply means there is another person who has a better You know who's better equipped in that particular era than you are. So that's it about our friend's friend. You don't have they Our friends friends, they don't have to like each other, but by not liking each other, they don't have to be in sync to vibe with one another, but we can choose to respect other our friends relationship. We can choose to respect our friends, our best friends, our friends relationship and friendship with other particular people. We are not their only friends. Whew. So that's it. Thank you for listening. Shalom.